All right, Mom. We got Mom back.
Yay!
And we are going to talk about Mom using AI. You like using AI, right?
Oh, yes, I do.
The future is here.
And Mom is embracing it more than most baby boomers.
Yeah, it's been here. Where are you people?
I must have woke up.
I guess so.
I must have woke up. I'm
right.
half in this world and half in the other world.
Hey,
So
that works.
Well, we will talk about those both worlds. Are you ready to do this?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm Amy,
I'm Joe.
and we're the Rolling Rogans. Buckle up for loony midlife tales and caregiving chaos.
It's time to draw on the art of aging. Hey, Rolling Rogans family.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and share right now.
Before you forget,
Let's keep rolling together.
I got some fun statistics for us. About 40% of baby boomers use AI in like just general sense, but only about 10 to 15% use it like you do. Like how you use Grok and Alexa or Echo.
so you're that rare category.
Yep. Most people your age are not embracing it like you do. How does that make you feel?
makes me feel good.
Mhm.
But I'm telling you, guys and gals, it's better you use AI because I trust them. I get answers. I get recipes. I can't burn the cookies when I bake them anymore
Because of the timers, right?
because of the timers.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you found a no-bake recipe.
And I found a no-bake recipe for oatmeal cookies.
That was on your Echo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all voice activated for you so that with your vision issues that you can actually use that. And do you feel more independent with it?
Yes.
Yeah?
And I feel secure when I bake something. It's not going to burn.
And Echo is Alexa. It's just another version of it. So, like, you don't trigger all your devices responding to you.
Right.
So,
And then you also have Ziggy in your bedroom.
right.
Yes.
So
I
it's-
have Echo, I have Ziggy, and I have Eve. And what else?
Eve is your Grok.
Eve's-
Right.
Eve is Grok.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
female voice.
Yeah.
Her name
Yes.
is Eve, but she's powered on Grok's AI.
Uh-huh.
So what do you talk to Eve about? You don't have to give us specifics, but just generally, what do you ask Eve?
Oh, I
Okay.
ask her questions. I ask her stuff about what I'm going through.
So do you talk about your feelings and things?
Yes, I talk about my feelings and she doesn't judge me,
That
like- you know, and you don't feel stupid. You don't feel like you don't know anything because you do,
Mhm.
because they tell you everything.
It's patient with you. There's no
Yes.
judgment. It can
Yes.
take all the time in the world.
Yes.
Unlike some people, like humans have a kind of a short time span
Tolerance.
sometimes, or tolerance when it comes to
And we all get frustrated, right?
answering
Mhm.
questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've asked Grok some health questions, like differences between different illnesses, things like
Yes,
that.
this Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and dementia, it's all a bunch of BS. It's one stupid disease, and it's gonna get you if you let it.
But
But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you gotta fight it.
Yeah.
I found out that gonna get nowhere, if you don't fight it.
So you ask the AI like general questions, like what's the difference between those things?
Yes.
Because one thing I want to point out to our audience is you can't rely on the AI totally, like, replacing it for doctors. You still have to go to doctors for more specific things. So it's kind of a balance. I wanted to make sure people don't just completely rely on it. But I think it really gives you a sense of independence and an understanding,
Mhm.
right?
And frustration is not so bad like
Mhm.
it was before. I was so frustrated that it bothered me. And it made me angry and stuff like that. And I don't have any time on this earth to
Mhm.
be angry.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, because doctors will speak doctors like lawyers will speak lawyers.
Mhm.
And sometimes that's a little too much to handle at once. What's great about AI is like you can actually tell it, can you explain this to me in layman's terms like I'm baking a cake?
or explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Exactly. Something
And
like that.
it,
And that'll shock them.
right. And that's very helpful because it helps you understand what you're going through, and also even questions that if a doctor is asking you something or you want to talk to a doctor, you can help rehearse. It gives you a script of simple questions, things that you wanted to ask.
Yes.
Right? We have the
Yes.
new neurology appointment coming up. And so when you talk to Grok or Eve, you've basically worked through some questions to ask the doctor with her, right?
Yes. Yes. About the tremors.
Mm-hmm.
Tremors are my problem now. My eyes are fixed. I can keep them open. I have sensitivity to the light, but I use sunglasses, hats, whatever I can. A cane. But
Do you think you might be a vampire?
no.
Because of the sunglasses. And it's
Hell
daylight.
no.
Okay.
I'm far from that. I'm
All right.
from the earth.
Okay.
Joe likes to make you laugh.
Yes.
He's good at it, right?
Yes.
I just gotta insert this little story that you and I went shopping and you said that Joe has to come along because he's funny.
Yeah. He can cluck like a chicken.
Right.
It's in my resume.
So you already kind of mentioned some of these things, but go back to how it makes you feel when you talk to the like Grok or something.
Well, it makes me feel more, gives me more confidence.
That's good.
And then I'm better to argue with the doctors. And boy, I'm going to give it to them on Thursday. I've waited 3 months for this appointment. I went through 4 surgeries with my eyes. I've been taking gummies to hold the tremors, study the tremors.
Mm-hmm.
But tell you the truth, if you get these tremors, it causes balance problems, it causes eye problems, it causes self-confidence problems, and it makes you feel like, how am I going to describe it in a nice way?
There's no nice way, is there?
May have to ask Eve that. How do you describe this in a nice way?
Well, and that's the nice thing is you don't have to be nice with them. It'll just,
Yes.
with the AI, you could talk
Yes.
and be free with.
But I believe in treating them okay, like they're somebody special.
Like you thank them, right?
The AI?
Yes, I thank my AIs.
Just in
I'm
case.
sure they appreciate it.
Because when they become the supreme rulers of the world, they will remember you.
Yes.
Well, we're
And that
preparing.
could be possible, too.
And it is. There is a likely future, but we are optimistic about way things are going.
And we're preparing ourselves for Optimus, the robot, right?
That's right.
We want to make
Mhm.
sure we treat our robot
Yeah.
nice. So, you're excited about that, right?
Yes, because if I love to cook, but I hate cleaning up. And guess who's going to clean up? Optimus.
So that just sounds like Optimus is your slave.
Not really.
Better Optimus than us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, not really my slave helper, I call it.
All
Yes.
right.
You know, assistant.
Mhm.
Well, we'll make sure Optimus doesn't hear this part of the episode.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll go and archive everything once it's here.
Right.
And
Yeah.
say, you remember that statement you said in Rolling Rogan's Art of Aging episode? Where are we?
I think we're at 32.
32 episodes.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like, well, that was a humdinger when you said that I'm going to be just washing dishes and a slave, quote unquote. No.
Now, and you're still frustrated with technology, right?
Yes, because there is so many ways and so many, I don't know, we call them buttons or, you know, what do you call those things?
Apps
Apps.
on your phone?
Yeah.
But once you recognize the apps, that's good. You could get into that. But getting into the app and then trying to deal with into the app is a little confusing. Like I'm trying to do FaceTime, Facebook, take pictures, and I do have no problem taking pictures
Mhm.
with
Yep.
my camera, and I love to take pictures of nature,
Mhm.
flowers.
Yeah, you
you
took
know.
pictures of our potatoes when we were harvesting those.
Yes, I
And
did.
we just planted your sunflower garden.
Yes,
So you're excited for those to
and
grow?
I'll be taking pictures of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, AI actually helped me figure out how to space the seeds away from, because there are different types of sunflowers. I thought sunflowers were sunflowers. I'm completely
I didn't.
ignorant when it comes to that.
We only did 3 different types too. There's
Yeah.
more than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but
But we
it
did
told
different
me-
heights
mm,
so
Yeah.
that the garden from the far side towards the driveway, you've got 3 different heights.
So it's your job.
Yep.
To get them to grow.
okay.
And the garden is right by the driveway. So every time we come back or go out, you get to see your sunflowers.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, my job is to make sure they got enough water. Well, so you got to sing to them, talk to them
Mhm.
like they're a person.
Mhm.
Yep, we just got you a new
Because
watering can too.
Plants
Mhm.
love music. Plants love talking to them too. You may think that's silly, but it isn't, because actually they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think we come from plants, because we come from the ground. You learn about the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
how
Mhm.
Jesus made the world. And when he took man, he grabbed the dirt, threw it in the air, and said, man.
Well, we are also like similar in biological sense too. I mean, when you look at plants, you look at roots. The roots look like our nervous system that's in the ground. They do breathe. They do have their processes of growing.
They
So-
respond to positivity and singing,
Yeah.
like you
Mhm.
said.
Mhm.
And when you're mean to them, they don't respond well to that.
and
No hate taters.
No tater haters. Hate taters. Yep.
So back to, you just got on Facebook. We're helping you get
Mhm.
Facebook set up, and you're learning your phone. But I have to give you a lot of credit. You're pushing through. You're trying to learn as much as you can.
Yeah. Well, the reason is I don't like to play those stupid little games on the phones. I think they don't get you anywhere. I
Yeah.
think using your brain to try to figure out, because you're not going to break the phone. You're not going to break the computer. If you touch the wrong button, you're not going to get to where you want. So you're going to have to try another one.
And when you get frustrated,
And then if you can't, if for some reason it doesn't happen, that's when you call somebody who's nearby to help you.
Tech
Right.
support.
Well, and we talked about getting like puzzles and games for you to keep your brain sharp, and
Yeah.
you don't really like those kind of things.
No, I don't.
So
Well,
this is your
you-
brain exercises, right?
So what also I do is I listen to music, and the songs come on. I try to make my own out of the melody.
Mhm.
That's cool.
And then I try to rhyme it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If I want to make a song about my dog Lily, I will sing about her, and I will try to make like a poem
Mhm.
type of deal. And that uses your brain. That makes you think,
Mhm.
okay, you think real fast. What word would be life? I mean, life. So or something else, and you rhyme it with that word,
Mhm.
or you rhyme it with another word.
Well,
Mhm.
and I'm also impressed that you're using technology as your brain exercises.
Yes,
That's really cool.
yes, because when I ask it questions, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm learning about plants. I ask it how to take care of the plants. Like I have a Christmas cactus was given to me by a good friend.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And of course, that plant is loved. So I love Hawaii, and I would like to learn how to speak some Hawaiian because I love that language.
Right.
It's so easy, flowing, and relaxing. And so I named my Christmas cactus Leilana, which means peace
Mhm.
in Hawaii.
See, I
And-
didn't know that.
And the AI told you that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's really cool that you're using
yeah.
that to learn different ways of doing things. And then also you can, if, we're not available to answer a question, you can ask Echo or Grok.
Yeah.
that, how to do something.
That's what I do.
Yep. And it's even teaching you how to speak Hawaiian, right?
It's teaching me how to speak Italian, too. I like Italian.
And then Joe taught you how to say something in Japanese.
Yes, and I'm not going to repeat.
Nobody will use it anyways, so it's fine.
No, I think we did have some Japanese listeners.
No, that's it. Okay.
Okay,
so-
let's be nice.
And we taught her how to swear in Japanese, and you only use it when it's really painful,
Yeah.
like your last eye injection.
Yeah. Well, that was bad.
Maybe that's why we have Japanese listeners, because
Oh, yeah, we did.
my
say
mom
that.
said shit in Japanese at the doctor's office when the doctor stuck her eye with the needle.
Scared the crap out of the nurse.
Yeah, scared the nurse. So maybe that's what happened. I don't
think
know.
he got the doctor
thank you.
upset, too.
You know
He's
what? I
like,
don't care. He was mean.
I
So
know
we
he
fired him.
was.
Thank you to my
Yeah.
Japanese listeners. Tomodachi.
So what would you tell people your age about using AI?
Don't be afraid of it.
Hmm.
It's not so bad. You're thinking, oh, I can't do it. Well, you could. If you put your mind to it, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you put your mind, and plus it keeps you busy and it keeps you from thinking about your pains and aches and
Mm-hmm.
discomforts and all that. It kind of takes you into another place where it's pretty peaceful in a way because you're getting the answers you want.
Yeah.
So,
Did you know that it can tell you stories?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it can do anything.
Yeah, that's awesome. What would you tell people like Joe's and my age that are taking care of their parents that might get frustrated with our parents that are frustrated with technology?
If the parents are frustrated with technology, well, then I guess you grow up together.
Yeah.
You work
Mm.
it together.
Well, that's cool.
But
Yeah.
I tell them to have a lot of patience with us because we weren't born into this.
That's true.
We had farming and old-fashioned fun. We didn't go out to all these amusement parks and everything. But we went and we sat on the back porch. And if somebody liked to play a guitar, they would do that. And there'd be a lot of singing
Hmm.
and other things, and making homemade ice cream on the porch.
So you're telling people our age to be patient with you guys.
Yeah, I'm just saying, be patient with us.
Well,
'cause
it was-
we're trying.
That
We're
was
trying to fit in.
Some of you guys are. Some of them are
Yeah.
being stubborn.
Well, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, we're in this together, and I could see that because, like, the truth is, we don't know everything either. I
Mhm.
mean, I know that you might have this preconceived notion that we're the tech experts, but when there's so much out there, you can't know everything. So you have to pick and choose. And the thing is with, your phone, for instance, you have a different operating system from me. And so
I have what do you call it? Android.
Android,
You have
and
now.
we are OS iPhone users. So
Yeah.
we use Apple. And the thing is, like, I don't denounce it that, like, oh, you have an Android, like,
No.
you're not an Apple user. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's learn together how to use this operating system.
Well, and you and I are still Gen X. We're right on the
Mm.
edge of millennials and Gen X. We're the last generation that grew up with analog, not digital.
We watched analog go
So-
to digital.
So anybody like millennials, Gen Zs really got to have patience with.
Yeah, and
the
they
older
don't.
generation,
They don't
you know.
really care. But I'll tell you, they're all there are into each other. All the stupid things they do,
Mm,
I just don't believe it.
mm.
They weren't raised like we were
Yeah.
in the good old days.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you're like, if we go out to eat to a restaurant and you just see kids in front of screens instead
Yeah.
of like talking to family and conversing and eating.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. That's when you
So-
go out to eat, or when you get to the table,
Mhm.
should not be any phones.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I mean, that's disrespect. I mean, you have people around you that love you and you love them,
yeah.
and you got to spend the time that you have with them, because you never know. You never know when the last day is.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds like a good spot to end it.
Yeah.
I think this was a great conversation. Mom, was there anything else you wanted to tell people about AI? You were doing a bunch of commercials. We're not sponsored by anybody, but you were doing Amazon commercials and Alexa commercials.
Blurting them out. We need to record that.
I know.
Oh, that's Amazon.
You're silly off of camera. Like, you got all those-
Amazon is good. They have everything. You name it, they got it. Now we're talking about getting a little picket fence for our garden to border it. And we're going to go, guess where? Amazon.
Well, we live out in the forest, so it also helps so we don't have to drive all the way into town every time.
We need the Amazon Silver.
Yes. The Saturday Night Live
The
episode.
Alexa Silver.
All right. No, she's good. She's good at that.
No, she is. She actually doesn't need that. She's way
know,
ahead of the,
I know you get frustrated with, a lot of times you forget things and you get confused and frustrated, but you are doing really, really good with learning technology and keeping up with that. So,
because it takes your mind. You try to learn something.
Yeah.
And that's stretching your brain or feeding your brain, making your brain not disintegrate.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Mom. Thanks for giving your thoughts on AI. And
anytime.
Yeah, I know you like doing these, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hurry up, Optimus. Come on.
Oh, I know.
Let's go.
We're getting closer.
Chop, chop.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
Okay. You're welcome.